Hey guys, next up in the workshop, we go to the world of Two Moons for my favorite comic, Elfquest. Hey guys, welcome back to the workshop. We are still on the world of Two Moons. We are still working on our lovely Elfquest miniatures that came from the Elfquest audio movie Kickstarter, which I was more than happy to back. And yeah, the miniatures. I mean, they're tiny, but I mean they're elves, so kind of what you kind of what you expect. Because I mean, um, well, I think I was showing last time. You know, we'll take something else off my workbench here. We'll take a Space Marine from Games Workshop, and we'll put the elf kind of next to him. You know, you can kind of see, you know, a little smaller, but that's okay. I think my skills are up to it. So what we did last time is we started working on the skin, and we started working on the dress. And that's we're going to pick it up today. We are going to continue working on the stuff. Also, I've moved me over to the other side. Well, this is backwards. I have to fix that somehow. But yeah, I moved me to the other side, whichever way. I used to be on that side. Now I'm here on this side. Things are all weird and wonky and whatever. But we're going to try it. We're going to see how it is, because I'm not as in the way of the painting area as I was before. So for whatever reason, if I move down here, I'm not hiding the miniature behind me, but I can still bring her up here. It'd be actually quite awkward for me to hide her now behind me. So anyway, we are going to have at it. And I replaced my Keldor blue with a brand new Keldor blue. And now we are going to work it up. Work out some of the now these ones here I am taking extra time. I'm taking them past tabletop, because these are not for any game. I mean, I suppose they can be used for any game, but they're not meant for any game. They weren't designed for a game. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to really water down the blue. Put on my make it look bigger thingy. And then we are going to start building it back up again. And it'll take a few layers to get it to a consistency that's nice. Bang. But for those of you who don't know Elfquest, it started in 1978 and is technically still going on now. They're celebrating their 45th year. There's 45 years, appointed years, as they say. And I can't be happier to be a part of their celebrations. And to be a part of the world of Toon Balloons. It's been, I consider myself very, very much a sci-fi guy, and not really much in the way of fantasy, but tell ya, Wendy Pini and her story of the Wolf Riders it's about the only high fantasy story that I really care for. So the character that I'm doing here, her name is Leetah, and she comes from the tribe of elves, or the village of elves, known as the Sun Folk. And they live out in the desert. A very unhospitable place, but their village is, basically it's an oasis. They've made it work for them. So you can see how I've started bringing up, bringing up that blue again. And that Juicy Violet wash that I gave it, actually gives it a really nice fairly soft shadow. As you can see, I'm just going over and over spots, building up the blue until I'm happy with the shade. And there we are. I think that's looking pretty good. It's a nice blue. Now, we also used the Juicy Violet wash on the skin, and now we're going to start bringing up the skin. So we're going to go back to our catechin flesh. I'm going to use a very fine brush. For it. A little bit of water in there, help smooth it out. Go back to the make things look bigger thing. Man, there was a time when I thought I would never use one of these. Now that I have, I don't know why I ever didn't. These things are great. And, you know, like most elves, these elves are very, very fit. Not much excess flesh on them. Now, fat trolls? Sure. Fat elves? Not as much. But I am loving how these miniatures are, how these miniatures have brought my all-time favorite comic book to life. When I'm finished with these are going to be something very proud to have. On my shelf or wherever I decide to display them. There we are. Now with that, the first layer out, and take a break from the skin color. I'm going to do the top. Now the top is red. Now, I got red paint all over my hands. Weird, hey? Again, a little bit of water. And now, again, we're just kind of dropping color. We're going to clean it up. Clean it up later. Nice and gentle. Nice and easy. But where the paint gets put. And after this, we're going to go back to the skin. This just kind of helps me by dropping the color, by getting the base colors down. It just kind of helps me identify, you know, where everything is. You know. So I don't overpaint. There we are. Now she does have kind of a kerchief or a sash kind of thing off of her hip, and I'm gonna do it red. One, I like the color red. Two, I work the color red really, really well. And three, goes nice with the blue. At least I think it does. Now, most of the art that I've seen depicting Leetah She doesn't have this. But this miniature does. And this is giving you that opportunity. The same opportunity that I tell you just about every show. These are your miniatures. You can paint them however you want. Now, of course, I'm sticking to the stock colors of the character. But they added this little fancy thing on there, so I'm taking that opportunity to paint it how I want to paint it. And I decided that I want to paint it red. Alright, now we're going to go back to the skin. And we're going to take that fancy little teeny weeny brush. And we are going to go to the next color for the skin. And that one is Blood Reaver Flesh. And we're going to do just a little bit of highlights before we go for the day. And just a little bit of water. And we're going to go a little bit long today while we do the first level of highlights. On our lovely maiden. With the Sun Village. And you can see how we've started to bring the skin tone up. Alright, ladies and gents, that's where we are going to stop for the day anyway. And we are going to continue on another day. But these miniatures here, they're gonna take a little bit of, I'm gonna take a little bit of extra time with them, because like I said, they come from one of my favorite, if not my all-time favorite comic book series. So there we are. We will continue on our way another day. So until then, stay safe, be safe, and most of all, paint safe. And we'll see you next time in the workshop.